You want to ping Rach? I'll just start the call.
Perfect. Okay, I'll let him in now.
Cool. Hello, you
I'm so
guys.
sorry.
Hi, Rach. We're getting started here. Hello, Janine. Hello, Rachel. Pam's here. Very cool. We're just getting started. So this is our call today where we get to talk all about hair stuff,
Mm,
which I am excited for because I feel like I spend a lot of time talking about the face stuff and not as much time about the hair stuff, but the hair stuff is awesome. So as you're hopping in here, we'd love to see where you're from. You can put that in the chat. Hey, Pam. Yay, cool. Also, as we're getting started, if you have questions kind of on the onset about our hair products or things with your hair, go ahead and pop them in because we'll start to talk about our giveaway and then we can come back and see what everybody's wondering here. San Diego. Oh, goodness.
Just
Awesome.
waiting, everyone. I just did the smoothing hair serum in my hair.
Hmm.
A lot of it, so I'm probably not going to put more in it, but I don't care.
Hello from Southwest Florida. Dry ends. All right.
Hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, continue. If you have something that you know you want us to cover, go ahead and put it in the chat. Grace, do you want to tell what our offers are today?
Yes, because there are quite a few, so it's very exciting. So today we are offering 20% off site-wide with the code ASC March 20, and I did go ahead and put that in the chat. And we have two gifts with purchase today. So if you purchase our Sweet Sunrise shampoo and conditioner bundle, you will get a free smoothing hair serum. One thing to note with that is you do have to purchase the bundle of both the Sweet Sunrise shampoo and the conditioner in order to be eligible for the free smoothing hair serum. And then if your order is $200 or more after the discount is applied, you will get a free Love Hair and Body Mist, which is one of my favorites, so I just love that. And then lastly, the code for ASC March 20 and both gifts with purchase are only available until 1 p.m. Pacific time today. So if you have any questions at all, I'm more than happy to help. Just put your questions in the chat and we can talk there. But that's it.
Thanks, Grace.
Cool.
Part of just to back up a little bit, we've noticed that we wanted to start giving away more giveaways. We do like one or two throughout the call, and then we thought of the easiest way to make sure everybody can get a giveaway is to do a giveaway with purchase. So that's why you're seeing that now. So if you purchase the shampoo and conditioner bundle, which we'll link, we can add that link there, you'll automatically get a smoothing hair serum full size, this little guy right here. So everybody has the opportunity to get a free giveaway today. And then, of course, if you place your order over 200, you don't have to get the shampoo and conditioner. Then you'll get the hair and body mist. Cool.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Where do you want to start, Kate?
I feel like I want to start by just introducing the products that we have for hair,
Mhm.
and then maybe come into some of these questions. So, as we've mentioned, of course, with the promo today, we do have both a shampoo and a conditioner. And sometimes this surprises people on consults because we talk so much about skincare, but we do have a super clean shampoo and conditioner option. I love it. It's safe for pretty much every hair type. The conditioner smells so good. The shampoo does too, but I really, really love the smell of the conditioner, just like rich in my hair. And then we've got our hair serum. So if you're purchasing those two, we've got the serum, which is this really beautiful balm texture. So how I apply it is I usually kind of take a fingernail and kind of scrape some out, and then I put it in the palm of my hand and warm it, and then I'll put it towards the end of my hair. And I do it both wet and dry. So, some people like it just wet, some people like it just dry, but that's this guy. And then the giveaway with 200. So if you like don't need $200 worth of hair products, if you're spending $200, we are sending you the Love Hair and Body Mist. And so this is this very lightly scented water-based perfume spray that you can spray into the hair, and it just really kind of latches on. Like when you move your hair throughout the day, it'll kind of like, you'll get a little waft of the scent profile. And if you know Anne Marie Skincare, Love is kind of one of our signature scents. And so this is one of our famous perfume smells in that one there. So that's what we've got as far as hair products. Now I'm going to come up and get into some of these questions or topics that we could cover. So right out the gate, Anne has shared that she's got dry ends. Without a doubt, the hair serum is going to be supportive for that. This is what I use it for.
Mhm.
I do it when I first wash my hair, and then I only wash my hair about once a week. And so I'll do it, maybe two or three other times in the week just to kind of freshen the ends up. And it is so, so helpful. I've also used it to kind of like tame like coarse flyaways, like where my hair is really kind of fluffy. So yeah, great for dry ends. Anything else you would say about like this with dry ends, Rach?
Yeah, I think like so many people are saying, needs new life, frizz and flyaways, smoothie and shiny hair, or smooth and shiny hair, textures with some dryness. I think this will help with all of that.
Hmm.
And there's so many different ways to use it. So I want to talk about what kind of hair you might have and how you can use it. We typically, in the past, we've had multiple team members do little tutorials of how to use it. But I'm going to try to just do justice to it myself. So if you have thinner hair, and whether it's straight or curly, if your hair is on the thinner side, I would apply just a teeny tiny amount. You don't need a lot. You can just put it in my hands, like a pea-sized amount like that, and blend it. If your hair is thinner, I would definitely stick to just the ends. And I would yield on the side of applying while your hair is dry, because then you have a little bit more control over how much you use. If your hair is thicker and fine, wet or dry is great. I would still stick to this and down. That's what I did with my hair this morning. I washed it last night. I put a towel down. I don't know if this is great for your hair, but I did it. I put a towel down, let it dry while I slept. And then this morning I wake up and put probably 3 times as much as I just showed you all throughout from here down of my hair. If your hair is more coarse, you can definitely apply it wet or dry, and you can use a little bit more. And then if your hair is curly, I have a girlfriend who has very curly hair, you can really apply it all over. You don't want to rub it into your scalp, but you can apply it more higher up towards your scalp and your roots. Another thing, it's nice to apply it dry when after you do some sort of hair styling. And then if you apply it wet, you could have a little bit more curl in your hair. Sorry,
Yeah.
one talking.
And I feel like, so my hair texture, I feel like I have nice wavy hair, but it's kind of thin or on the thinner side. But I've practiced with this a lot. I really like putting it into my hair wet, and I've definitely overdone it because it is a little harder to gauge. But putting it in my hair wet, I feel like my hair just dries that much shinier and that much smoother feeling. So yeah, the texture feels good for me. Let's see. I saw a comment about, well, first of all, I saw a question that was asking if we are going to launch a dry shampoo. And at this point, we don't have any dry shampoo in the docket, but we always love suggestions. So, Pam, you might be interested in Grace. You might link for Pam. If you weren't on the call where we did a bunch of do it yourself beauty products, I think that was like late last year. Um, I created a dry shampoo and showed you what my recipe was. And we have a little like like a PDF or something that Grace will maybe find. So it could be a teaser. Um, but yeah, we can get that information too because it's super easy to make your own dry shampoo. A lot cheaper too. Um, so yeah. And so shiny, smooth hair. I feel like we're talking a lot about the serum, and I do love the serum for shiny, smooth hair, but I love the conditioner for like really beautiful, soft, shiny feeling hair. I feel like my hair feels so strong with the conditioner. So this is definitely one that feels really good for that. Smells, yeah, it smells absolutely amazing. Let's see what else we're wondering about.
I also want to know what questions people have on the shampoo and conditioner in general, because it is, secondary to skincare. And with today's special of buying that bundle to get that smoothing hair serum, I want to know how you can feel confident in what you're buying and what kind of questions you have to make that decision.
Yeah. I do see a couple comments about like aging mature hair with silver sprinkles. I know that as my hair is graying, so I'm getting like, the first kind of grays in my temple and towards the front of my hair, that hair is a lot more coarse. And so that was where I was mentioning I use the hair serum. So if I've pulled my hair up and the grays are kind of like wiry, I will take just a little bit and then kind of smooth it down. So that has been helpful for me with the texture, and kind of like the texture difference with the gray and the not gray hair. Um,
And then will it weigh down fine hair? I don't think it will if you don't apply it all the way up. So if you're applying it just to like the ends here, it won't weigh it down. But and also you don't want to use too much. So if you use a decent amount all over, it might feel a little heavy. But if you're just using a little bit and you apply it after you style your hair, whether that's air drying it or blow drying it, I think it should be fine.
mhm. Yeah, I've definitely worked with customers who have like short, kind of thin hair, and we go really light when we put it on. We're just kind of pulling it in at the end. One of the customers I'm thinking of specifically, it's like short and coarse and dry and thin. So it really supports her hair, but it's taken a little bit of trial and error to get like the perfect ratio so that it doesn't feel super heavy. But she loves it, so there's that. Does it
Shampoo
last?
does lather.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It's a lighter lather than if you've been using maybe like drugstore shampoo, but it does have a lather. Yeah, and it feels really awesome. I feel like both of the shampoo and conditioner, like my hair feels really strong when I'm using them. So it feels quite good. Hmm.
Yeah, I
What
guess
else?
there's definitely it's been a very long time since I've used a commercial one, so I don't really know. But I have used some natural ones where you put it on and it kind of feels like you have to do it two or three times. This one I
Mm-hmm.
feel like is thick enough where you get a good lather. You might need to use a little bit more, but it doesn't feel like it's not clean,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And it does have both of them have ingredients. So they both have horsetail, they both have nettle that are also just helping to keep the hair very strong. So if you're prone to hair that kind of breaks or gets really thin towards the ends, both of those can be supportive for that. I did see a question above, but I think I've passed it, but it was something about are we going to launch or what do we recommend for hair that's thinning? And right now we don't have anything in the works as far as like growth serum. But rosemary can be very supportive for hair. So one of the products that we have, which is a facial toner, I have some customers who will miss this in the hair as well. It's called the rosemary toning mist. But there are also, I know that there are options at like health food stores, and I'm sure that there are different, very clean growth serums that have a good amount of rosemary. So it's a good ingredient to look for when you're looking for some sort of growth support for the hair. Okay, let me see this last question here. I get itchy, flaky eczema. That, so my assumption would be, yeah. But this is not something that I deal with specifically. I know it's not uncommon for there to be people who have very, very sensitive skin, to the point where they're like wash their hair upside down, who use our shampoo and conditioner and don't have the same reactivity with their skin. But I don't know that I've worked with somebody who has this specific concern. Rach, what are your thoughts on it? It's like with
Melissa,
itching.
do you know what ingredients you may have an allergy or sensitivity to that's causing it to do that? I think that could help a little bit. Um, and I wonder if I want to know like the shampoos that you've used that cause that, like if it's a sodium lauryl sulfate or if it's a particular surfactant that's causing your skin to get sensitized to it.
Perfect. Would love your questions here. So anything else that we're still kind of wondering? Aveda, use Aveda. Okay, nice. Very nice.
I will say that it might take some adjustment time and a like transition period if you're transitioning from um, a not as natural shampoo to a more natural one, like Aveda, for example. So if you're transitioning out of Aveda into one that's a little bit more natural, there might be an adjustment time, and you might just have to get used to washing your hair only a certain number of times a week. I don't know how often you're washing it. That can cause itchiness and excess oil to get produced. So maybe try to limit the amount of times you're washing it as you're making that transition. But there's so many other variables to know the equation.
Hmm. Yeah. And so yes, just tuning in. Hey, welcome, Nicole. We kind of touched on hair loss a little bit. We're talking, so Anne Marie Skincare doesn't have like a growth serum. They definitely exist on the market and there are certainly clean options, but that would probably be something that can be helpful. Also, if you're losing hair, your hair's thinning, it's a really good time to look at what you're using on your skin, period. There's so much, especially as you're going through menopause, that are in traditional skincare products that can make your hormones that much more all over the place, which can contribute to hair thinning. So if you haven't already done an audit of like, what you use on your body, what you use on your face, what you use, for toothpaste, is a good time, including hair products. So there's that. Um,
And I do want to mention the growth serum is on the roadmap. If we go into our back end, our product launch board, it's there. We just don't have a timeline. But hearing all of this makes it a little bit easy to be like, okay, maybe we need to focus on this for the beginning of next year, end of this year. So thank you for all this feedback.
yeah, yeah, which will be very exciting when this one comes out. So yeah, with very fine, thinner hair, I would start with dry application. So when your hair is dry and you're going to use the hair serum, I'll actually put some on. You kind of have a better feel for how much weight the hair is picking up. Now, this again is the hair serum. If you've joined us since we've talked about it, we are giving this away as part of our bundle. So if you purchase the shampoo and conditioner, we're sending you the serum. Um, so I take it and I am gonna kind of just like press backwards, which is hard to do because I'm watching it in the camera, but that's a decent amount. That actually might be a little more than I want right now. So like a fingernail size, and then I've pressed it into the palm of my hand, and then I just kind of heat it and press it into my fingertips, and then take it into my ends here. And this is how I'm doing it with dry hair. This is really actually not that different than how I would do it with wet hair. But I also like it with wet hair. So this is a long way to answer that question to say that I think starting dry is going to make more sense. And then if you feel like you've got a pretty good handle on the product and the weight of the product and how it feels putting it on the hair, you might try it wet and see if you like it, at least to explore it. But you might find you like one better than the other. The smell of the hair serum is also really beautiful. This is something that I always love because when I put it in my hair and then I like go to an event or something and hug people, everyone's always like, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good. Your hair smells so good." Because it smells amazing. Beautiful. Okay. Well, only wash your hair once to twice a week. Oh, yeah. So if your hair gets frizzy on like day 2 or 3, this is another big way I use this is I mentioned before, I only wash my hair about once a week, sometimes maybe every 10 days. I also do a lot of dry shampoo, so check out that link above that Grace posted. But um to freshen up in between, I'll usually put the dry shampoo at the roots and then the hair serum on the ends. And it is super helpful for kind of just waking my hair back up. It looks so much more alive on like day 2 or 3. Um, Perfect. Gotcha. Okay, that feels good. I'm trying to think what else. The shampoo and conditioner are pretty straightforward. You use one, you rinse your hair, you use the other. When I used to work in customer support, I would get a lot of questions about how it was or how well it worked with color treated hair. That was a really common question, and it is perfectly safe for color treated hair. This is great for hair that's had any processing done to it. The conditioner, especially, is really, really nice for helping to sustain that nice, strong feel to hair. So it is good for color treated hair. Let's see, what else are you wondering? How can we help answer hair questions? Not seeing a ton trickle in.
I'd love to see in the chat if anybody, feels like sharing what are your favorite hair care products, and not necessarily what brand shampoo, but what product. Is it a volumizing? Is it a hair growth serum? Is it um, the dry shampoo? What things are you most intrigued about in the hair care sector?
That's interesting. As these are coming in, I'll share one that I just found. So I had a haircut a week or two ago, and this place that I go to has this line called Cult and King, and they're like super, super clean, really like glass packaging, cardboard boxes. And I bought a product from them recently that I've been loving. I think it's called like the hair jelly, and it's a sea salt base, so it's got a little bit of texture to it, but it isn't like crunchy. It's not like when you have like a sea salt mist that gets really kind of like crispy and weird. It feels really good. So that's another product of my
I'm
routine
gonna
that I've
check
been
that
loving.
out. I've never heard of
Yeah.
them. That sounds great.
They're from where is it? Utah. It's this little company in Utah that I like. You know, when I saw the product, I did a lot of research and was looking at the ingredients and stuff, and I'm into it so far.
That's great. I used to use one back in the day, and probably about 5 years ago, I looked at the ingredient list and was like, oh, I don't know. I think it had perfume. I mean, who knows if it was fragrance or essential oils or terpenes, but
Yeah.
I decided to start making it, and now I make it.
Mm,
So I feel like a hair texturizer would be so nice to have,
hmm.
but I don't know how many of our customers would necessarily use it or want it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's super fair. Super fair. I want to see some of these here. Pros and Shea Beauty. Nice. So I've done rosemary and castor oil at the roots also, Beth, and I've heard really good things about it. Excuse me. So that's a good combo. Ooh, a hair growth serum from Fat in the Moon. I didn't know Fat in the Moon
I
had
didn't
that.
either. We that company's right here where we live,
Hmm.
and I know Rachel. My husband used to work there. I'm
That's so crazy. It's a small world out there.
gonna check it out, Karen.
It's new. Oh, fun. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, they're great. I used to love their Spirit and Salt, the salty. It was so good. It was like a volumizer but texturizer
Uh-huh.
too.
Yeah.
But then they added a bunch of stuff in it that's not that clean. I
Dang.
know. I was really bummed about it, the Spirit and Salt. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at Hair Garden Scalp Tonic. Is that the one, Karen? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. And have you noticed a difference? Sorry, asking all the questions. Need a review. Or
Cool.
or if you just started it. Okay, cool. I love that.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Yeah, the one I wanted to make would be with a bunch of stem cells in it because that's what I've
Ooh.
read. And I did
Hmm.
like a bunch of research on a few ingredients. So I actually just made a note to contact the lab and be like, okay, let's start working on this.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. That'll be very exciting.
Oh, wait. Okay. I have this one, the scalp tonic. This is, I don't know if this is the right one then. I don't know if this is the new one. This one, I found that this one really helped with like dry, dandruff, flaky scalp. I don't know if it was
Mm.
necessarily for growth, at least the one that I am referring to, the one that I was using, because I remember seeing the lactic acid in it. And I would put it in my hair right after I washed it. And I noticed a huge difference with the flakiness or the itchiness. So I think somebody was mentioning that that would be a great solution for you.
Misting twice a day with this rosemary blend. That sounds it, and it's just in water. I wonder if you can share, Gail, like how much rosemary do you put in it? And oh, you say 15 drops of water. Yeah, I would be afraid. I would be afraid because I'm not as familiar with making things with essential oils that I would overdo it. And it would be so much rosemary and then a lot of rosemary at my scalp. But yeah, that's great that that's working. And Grace, do we still carry the dry shampoo? Not ours, the like Moroccan.
I don't think
Yeah.
we do. I think we're out.
But let me look.
Yeah, we do. I think we have 2 units left, and unfortunately, the company is changing the packaging, so it's delayed. So we're going to be out of stock of it for a little Gotcha. bit. Yeah.
But Fat in the Moon has a great one. So now that we're on the topic of Fat in the Moon, if we are out of stock, check theirs out. Maybe we'll carry theirs next.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Fat in the moon. I've had good luck most of the time.
And I do want to mention our shampoo and conditioner both have an herbal infusion. So we took that same concept of herb infused skincare into our hair care, and it has rosemary, nettle, and horsetail infused into aloe, and that's the base of the shampoo and conditioner. So you are getting that rosemary in your hair that way, which is helpful for stimulating hair growth. Nettle is nourishing and high in iron, and horsetail is high in silica, which is really great for strengthening your hair.
Beth, she is talking about, let's see, I'm on the site. Fat in the Moon Hair Garden Scalp Tonic. Is that right, Rach?
So that was the tonic that helps with an itchy scalp. The
Uh,
dry shampoo, it's the lavender and cocoa dry shampoo. It's super easy, super simple. Let me find it. I use that one.
this
And
is
it's
the website for Fat in the Moon. So if you go here, you can check out all their hair products.
and I think we had a special link as well, but I don't know where that one
Oh,
is.
oh, cool. Yeah, cool. Gotcha. I'm curious if anyone on our call ever does hair masks. And if you do hair masks, Janine
Janine,
does a
can you
hair mask.
share what do you feel like going off mute and sharing what your hair mask is and what you love about it?
So I was going to go grab the jar. It's by Wellacare, and the person cutting my hair put it on my on my hair at one of my visits, and it felt like the color of my hair went back to my original brunette hair, my brunette hair, and because I got a lot of silver. Anyway, I started using it, and I thought it was kind of like a little pricey to spend $100 for the shampoo and the conditioner, and but really, after about 2 years of using it, I wasn't sure if it was my age or if it was the product, but my hair is getting thin, and I'm not sure if it's because of the mask or not. But the ingredients, a lot of nutrients. I think there was. Let me just go run and get it.
Cool.
Wait, what was the name? Wellacare?
Wellacare?
Wellacare, Wellacare. I'm not seeing it. I'll have to
I
ask
think
her.
it's I think
Oh,
it's Wella.
Wella.
Oh,
Wella. I see it. Like a deep. I'll see what the image looks like when she brings it back. Like, do we need all of these? Do we need a mask, a hair dry shampoo, a scalp tonic, and a hair growth
cool.
serum?
We might.
I don't have the list anymore, but there was some of the ingredients that were more chemical, and I would rather have something natural than the chemicals.
Mm.
So I am looking for something else, and I've been in the spa with a lady, the dry sauna, and the
Mhm.
lady asked me, "Can you guess how old I am?" And she was 20 years younger, and she was putting olive oil in her hair.
Huh.
And so for a time, I was doing olive oil with dry heat, and it did change the texture. But anyway, that's
Okay.
all I got.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. It
Cool. We had a hair mask. We had a hair mask a couple years ago.
was
It
very
was,
rich in honey. Yeah.
yeah, it was a limited edition, so
Hmm.
it was a short visit, but Yeah, I
I
remembered.
I do know that Grace uses the hair serum as a hair mask.
Yeah.
She will just slather that on. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you use it, Grace?
Yeah, that's actually funny because I like as soon as you said that, I put that right in the chat. But I use this, I'll like we use way too much than you're supposed to and just put it everywhere from like my scalp to my ends. Because I have really dry scalp. I have also really dry skin, so it just that adds up. But and then usually I'll either leave it on for anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour while I'm either cleaning the house or working out or doing something, and then I'll go shower, and my hair is just so soft afterwards. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you can kind of leave it on for as long as you want, but I always just do it for 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I
How
love it.
often do you do that?
Uh, Probably like once a week. Maybe once every 2 weeks if I forget, but usually once a week.
Nice.
And she's referring to the smoothing hair serum, which is the one that we're giving away when you purchase the bundle of shampoo and conditioner. And Karen asked, is it hard to wash out when you use that much?
Not really. I always like double wash my scalp anyways, because I have a lot of hair. So, but I haven't found it hard to get out at all. No.
And just a little bit about the smoothing hair serum. Muro Muro is the key ingredient, the featured ingredient here, which is kind of like nature's version of silicone. So it is, I'm going to pull it out. It's a solid form, as we mentioned, if you join late. But as you put it in your hand, it melts immediately, kind of right as you blend it. And it really has that slip to it, like a silicone, like a fake silicone would. I remember when I was younger, I used to use BioSilk, which was just petroleum garbage.
I had forgotten about BioSilk until this moment.
I was obsessed with it. I used to love it. And so when creating this one, I wanted something like that that wasn't toxic. Even the scent profile has like that sweet aroma that BioSilk does,
That's so
but
funny.
with natural ingredients. So the clary sage and the petitgrain and lavender.
Hmm.
But it has that slip, it's just so nice. And that's
Hmm.
kind of what and why it has it, because the Muro Muro is nature's version of silicone. And it really is, yeah, full of slip and shine.
That's so funny. I feel it when you say it. I'm like, that makes sense. That's what we were going for in crafting it because of the way it wears in the hair. That's so funny. That is so funny. I'm curious if anyone has any like DIY hair things that they do. Janine mentioned somebody putting olive oil in, the combination of the rosemary with the water for like hair growth. What do we have out there? I'm curious. I've seen things. Okay, so I've seen this post that I have wanted to try, but I haven't. That's a do it yourself hairspray that's like hot water and sugar, and that's it. And I'm like, I can see how that would work, but I feel like it would always have to be hot water to work. Otherwise, it would kind of separate. But I haven't tried it, so I don't know. So this is on my docket of things to explore.
I want to see what people say. I think the texturizer is great. Like you can make the gel with the flax and then
Uh-huh.
add that in.
Hmm.
And that's nice. I used to do like an egg and mayonnaise mask, which sounds gross in hindsight. I feel like I
Here,
did
let
that
me help
years
you.
ago.
Oh, thank you. You're very welcome.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely do make my own dry shampoo, and that's something that's so easy and works so well. Honestly, I think it works so much better than like dry shampoos that I've purchased, but it's also been a while since I've purchased them. Yeah, olive oil soaks.
And
Oh,
so, Beth, you
interesting.
soak all of your hair in olive oil? Like how much olive oil do you use?
Um, okay, I'm gonna answer these
Yeah.
questions while we're waiting. Does the shampoo add volume? I always find that it adds volume. Both of them, I feel like my hair feels really clean and really light. And yeah, it takes this like really full body. I don't feel like it's like weighed down. So I experienced that with it. How do I make dry shampoo? I wing it every time, but somewhere there's a written down recipe that includes arrowroot, kale and clay, so powdered kale and clay, and cocoa powder. And thank you, Grace. Yeah, I know I like paid attention the last time I made it because I was making it in, for this blog or getting ready to do that DIY call. So I was like, I do need to know, but I don't actually know. I just wing it. So, so yeah, super cheap, very easy. Mm.
And with a volumizing question, I know somebody earlier said that they wished we had one that was more volumizing, but I feel like this one is pretty volumizing. I feel like I use
Mhm.
it in my hair as a boom. If I will say that if I use a lot of conditioner past this point, like I typically don't apply conditioner to my scalp. I don't know if you're really
Mm.
supposed to, but I don't.
Mhm.
If I do, it will weigh it down a little bit more. But that might be a trick, whoever wrote that earlier, that you want to try. Use the shampoo and then just do the conditioner like from here down, and then just do the serum on your ends.
That's super interesting. I feel like I don't pay that much attention when I wash my hair. Like I pretty much put it everywhere.
I'm a little bit nuts.
Okay, so Beth does saturate the hair with olive oil. Super interesting.
Oh, and then wrap it. That's smart. That would, yeah, I guess that could be really nice. In the summertime, I'll do like a deep oil for days and I'll just put a towel down on my pillow and I won't
Mm,
rinse it out for like 3 or 4 days.
nice.
I know it sounds gross, but it feels really nice. I also want to paste in the chat some of the ingredients in our shampoo and conditioner because I feel like it is really rich with some of these very potent antioxidant rich oils. So let me do that now.
One thing that I've tried in my hair that I've never made myself, but you very much could, is like a hair soak or like a hair tea. It's just like a blend of herbs that you get into hot water and you can either pour it over your hair. I've put it in the bath and just soaked my hair in the bath. But that's another thing that I feel like my hair always feels like really clarified and just really like strong when I've done the hair teas. Hair teas. Yeah. I've heard of that. I've actually never done the apple cider vinegar, but I've heard of this with as a hair rinse before. Yeah,
I've done it. It's nice on the scalp.
cool. So yeah, some of our oil blends, black cumin seed oil. Black cumin seed is a great one for just maintaining hair and skin. I'm a big fan of black cumin seed. Yeah. So Rachel's got some of these oil blends listed here in the chat. It removes hard water buildup.
You know what? Maybe we want to get whoever just wrote that Zoom user who's driving right now. We'll put together a blog post with some of our favorite hair care products. I feel like that would be smart, just so it's all in one place, and then we'll send an email out when that's done.
Yeah, cool. The hair stuff is always so fun. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the call, I spend a lot of time talking about our skincare and I love it. And it's just also very fun to talk about our hair products. And we haven't even really gotten into the hair and body mist, the Love Hair and Body Mist. So, we've got the two go giveaways going on. If you get the shampoo and conditioner, you're getting the hair serum. But if you're spending 200, you get the Love. So we've got this option. And this is just this very light water-based perfume I love spraying it in my hair before I go to like a concert or something
Mm.
because I feel like I get sweaty and it's like you can smell it. It smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one is, these are also, I wasn't using the love as much. And then we had a call, and one of my teammates was like, sometimes I just want a little love in the room. And she like misted her love. And I was like, oh, duh, I can totally use this with like intention like that, like spraying some love in the space. And it feels really good for that also.
Can hear Alexandra saying
I know. Yeah.
that. Um, and one thing, just to let everybody know, we've started talking about the idea of launching a hair and body mist every year, a new scent profile. So it's more of a seasonal one. So stay tuned for this year. The summertime, we should be launching a new one. I'm playing around with essential oils right now, and I'm really excited once we launch it. I would love to hear some thoughts of everybody. I know we've had some ideas in the past from you that you want some citrus notes, and that's kind of what I'm playing around with. But if you have anything that you're yearning for scent profile wise, put it in the chat. I'd love to hear what that is.
Oh, Rich D's is a scalp massager. Nice. I've heard of those. And I've seen like different versions of them.
I've never used one.
Yeah, me neither.
Sounds
I
I
nice
feel
use
though.
it and then I use our rosemary toning mist after I
Mm,
massage it.
mm,
I spray my scalp and so I spray it and then I use the massager again to really get it in there.
mm,
And
hmm
then I'll put the serum like from like here down because I'm too thin up here for it and it'll get really oily on my hair specifically. So I use it down and then I braid my hair and sleep at
mm,
night. And then in the next morning, like that rosemary toning mist does not make it oily or anything. It just really gets in your scalp. Um but someone told me that like really massaging it is really like opening that area. So I just, and if I don't have the scalp brush with me, like when I was on vacation, I just use my nails and go in.
mm-hmm. Nice.
But that toning mist does work
I'm
on the
sure
top.
that Tony missed ours specifically because it has salicylic
Yes.
acid, like the willow bark
Mm.
infused into it.
That's the only
Um,
one I'll use.
yeah, I totally forgot to mention, which Rach, we reach us. We should probably get these. I think Rach, do you do this now? Sorry, but we should get these on our beauty shelf. This is from the Haya method. This is like there's little needles on it. I don't know if you can see it. I keep it at my desk, and it helps with hair stimulation and hair growth. And I just go like this. Um, Yeah, I think it's great. And I've seen, not on me because I haven't really been paying attention, but the before and after of this product results. So maybe you'll see this on our beauty shelf in the coming weeks. Make a note. I mean, I love those ideas. Jasmine, orange, bergamot, neroli. I will say the base is going to be different. It's typically a water base. This one is going to be a sweet grass base.
Mm.
So I'm thinking a little bit of yuzu with it. So we shall see. But I like these other ideas too. Marianne, I don't know the name of it. I'm very sorry. But we're going to send an email out and we'll have it on our site. I promise you. There's no reason we shouldn't because I feel like our customers are really wanting um, hair growth. Organic hair removal products. Yeah, future topic. I use a sugaring product that's just sugar and lemon and water. Janine.
Hmm. You say it's sugar and water and lemon.
Let me find it. Yeah.
I feel like I just within the last week saw a recipe for that. for like
Oh,
sugaring like that. And I was like, okay, I could be,
yeah, I
maybe.
think people have made it. I've never tried just because I've heard that it's really challenging to make.
Mm.
Let me see, find it. Mhm. Oh, it's unavailable. That's annoying. Actually, these are the ingredients. It's by a company called Coco Joe. And that's what I'll use for waxing my leg or sugaring my legs or bikini underarms. It's currently out of stock on Amazon, but I'll put the link in here just so everyone has it. Cool. And Bev, I believe we put these links on our blog. So there should be a section on our blog for live events. And then if you scroll through there, you'll see live event on hair care. And then, yeah, it takes a minute to get uploaded just because we do, I think we do light editing. Um, okay, I'm making a note for all of these amazing ideas. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, in the next year, you'll see all of it on our site by our products. Uh, any other questions that anybody has? We're almost at the hour.
Mhm. I will plug if you have questions that aren't answered or you have questions about skincare, we do have a consultation that's starting right after this. And Grace, if you want to link to that. And Emily will be leading this consultation, so it won't be me. So you'll see me on the next thing that we hang out on. But Emily's going to get into building a basic routine. She's going to be talking in great detail about products, what's in the products, why they work for whatever your needs are. So it's definitely more expansive than just hair products. You probably likely won't get into hair products in the consultation. But if you've got skincare questions, that you're wondering, do hang out with her there. And we've got specific giveaways that are for consults only. We've also got a lovely promo that's for consults only. So those are things that you can experience if you want to get some questions answered. And that'll start here in the next 10 minutes or so.
Oh, so I just did some searching for this tapper and they don't have it right now. So I'm going to see if I can find it somewhere else.
I feel like after this, I feel inspired to try apple cider vinegar on my hair and do like a really thorough hair rinse and see what it
Mm-hmm.
feels like.
I want to play around with a hair mask. I like that.
Mm, nice.
Maybe one less sticky.
But ours was very sticky. I
It was a
do remember
commitment.
that. Yeah.
Will we
Well,
have
we
another sugar scrub? Maybe. We haven't had too many requests for it. Um, the last one we had, we didn't sell. It was in the Moss Creek Farms, the Estate Blend collection, and it's we didn't sell through them, and it wasn't a big hit. So we decided to not do it again because I think we had them for like a year or two.
um yeah, so Josie, for me, washing my hair only once a week, I've kind of always done that. Like you've been in like, maybe probably not in high school, but I think even early college, I just like don't wash my hair very often, and my hair doesn't get that greasy that fast. So that's part of it. But it does help to keep my hair really healthy to not be washing it a lot. And so that's been part of the motivation. And then because I make that dry shampoo, or, there are clean, dry shampoos on the market. When it does get oily, because it will get oily on maybe like day 4, um, then I just shake dry shampoo in at the roots and kind of rub it in, and that's perfect for me. And so I can just extend it. I've gone quite a long time without washing my hair. And yeah, between the dry shampoo, the hair serum, um, and by day like 6 or 7, putting my hair back, it's like you can't even tell. So, yep.
I'm with you. I usually will go, I'll do once a week and then I'll try to stretch it out a little bit. By
Hmm.
by the end of it, it looks pretty gnarly. But if you could be okay with it and you're just like, whatever, your
Yeah.
hair's a lot healthier for it, and well, thank you.
Hmm.
If you're not like overdoing it with your hair.
Yeah. And even when it does get a little bit greasy, I feel like part of my hair journey that I'm on right now is like just letting my hair be, like embracing that I am human and that it does get greasy and it does get
Hmm.
tangly and that's part of the experience too. And I'm just like, yeah, really committing to being way less fussy, which I'm not that fussy, but fussy, less fussy, and just being with my hair. So. And just to reiterate again, we've got the 2 different giveaways going on. So if you're purchasing both the shampoo and conditioner, this is what they look like. They are in aluminum. They're in a BPA-free lined aluminum. So sometimes this comes up. So they look like this. And if you're getting these two, then you automatically will be getting the hair serum, this guy. If you're spending 200 with or without hair products, you get the Love Hair and Body Mist, which is also great for your space, great for pillows, great for things like that. So, really exciting giveaways. I love when we do a bunch of full-size stuff like that.
We also have 20% off site wide with the code ASC March 20. That is not
Mhm.
applicable towards subscriptions, but it is live until 1 p.m. Pacific time today, as well as the gifts with purchase.
Yes. Yes, yes. Good, Beth. I'm glad it was helpful. You know, a question we didn't get that I'm surprised that we didn't get? We didn't get any questions about coloring your hair.
Mm,
I feel like we posted a billion years ago this one very specific hair blog that we still get asked about
yeah,
about how to color your hair. So
hair
I,
print. I remember that.
yeah, I'm, it's interesting. Interesting, interesting.
I used to just put lemon in my hair. I
Nice.
guess I still kind of do in the summertime, just like all over. Just do like natural
Mhm.
highlights. It's nice. Mm.
Thank you, Josie.
Yes, we definitely will post. Oh, the hair print one? Yeah, let's find that one. I believe this is it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I've also used black walnut. It's not in here. Oh yeah, is it? I wouldn't do the shells. I would just get black walnut powder and make an infusion.
These are so interesting. I've read this article, but I haven't read this article in a long time.
That's a good one. I also have heard that you can blend henna and indigo to if you have black hair. Um, yeah, it's kind of a science and an art to doing it properly so that you don't get like a red cheek or blue, but it's henna and indigo and it makes your hair black.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, good call out, Bevs. You also get the deluxe mini Radiant C mask and polish. We just have a lot going on today. Cool.
Dyeing your hair with beet. Do I want to dye my hair with beet? I'm interested. I want to try it now. This
For
is,
red, like an
yeah,
olive.
just like give myself a red tint to my hair.
Mm. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to our team. It was nice to see some other team members on here. Sweet.
Yes. And definitely, if you're interested, hop onto the consult that's going to start here in a minute. Emily's going to get into building routines, doing things specific to what's going on with your skin. So,
Mhm.
yeah, cool.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.